Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to push a local directory to your GitHub repo. You're gonna have to do this for your DevOps beginner class. So we're gonna be working with three repos actually. One is going to be private, and on the private repo, I have already uploaded project 1 to 5 documentation. Then I'll be creating another repo. I will do that right now. That's the one you're going to use for your class. I will be updating it one project per week. So after the first week, when everyone has submitted and we've looked through the project and helped everyone figure everything out, the next week, Monday, I will release the second project, and then just like that. So yeah, and then you're also going to have to create your personal repo where you document your project, like the way I'm going to document this, or the way I have already documented this. You're going to have to do that for yourself. Don't copy and paste the one that is there. You're going to have to do your own documentation, so you'll be taught how to do documentations properly on Monday. So okay, let's dive into it. First, I'm going to create the folder on my system. Let's call it DevOps beginner. Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna have to create a repo with this same name on my GitHub. DevOps beginner is available. Okay, create repository. Yeah, so now I want to link the I want to link this directory with my GitHub. So whenever I make changes or do anything here, it's also going to be replicated on GitHub. I want to use my VS Code for this. I usually like using VS Code for things like this. So open up my terminal. I'll update this later. I'm going to use bash. Okie dokie. So first I'm going to initialize a Git repository here. Git init. Let's forget about this. Sorry, I have a lot of stuff I use my GitHub for, so I need them to be running all the time, and disable this message. Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to, oh yeah, let me just upload the first project actually. I'm gonna use that like to test, or like, let me say to show what I'm talking about. DevOps beginner, paste this here. Okay, project 1 up and ready to go. So now I'm going to do git add. This dot means like the present directory. So I'm basically saying I want to add everything that is in this directory, right? I want to add it to my working tree. So I'm going to press enter. Then git commit sm first project. SM is like signed message. You can also just use plain M flag, but I like using the SM flag. It comes in handy when you're like working with a repo that has a lot of like developers working on it. So when you sign your message, they know the exact person that did what. Okay, so normally I would do a git push next if this had already been synced with my GitHub repo, but it hasn't. So I want to do that now. I would go back here and from the HTTPS section, I will see the link for my GitHub repo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go back to my VS Code, and I'm going to do git remote add origin, and then I will paste this, enter. After syncing this remote directory with my GitHub, I'm going to just to be on the safe side, run this again, git add, git commit, sm project 1 push. Okay, so that was there. And now I'm going to do git push to push this from where it is now to my GitHub repo. So first time pushing from the local directory to your GitHub repo, you're going to run git push the U flag, which is upstream, to push it upstream from your local device to GitHub. Origin master. Now I'm using master because the main branch for my GitHub repo is master. If your main branch happens to be main, use git push u origin main. But since mine is master, that's the only reason I'm going to use master. Normally I like to change it from master to main and then use main, but I'm just going to use master right now to show you what I'm talking about. So then press enter. And it's pushing everything to my GitHub repository. Let's give it a minute. Okay, so it's now set up to track the master. So let's go back to our GitHub repository and see the changes. I would have to reload this so we can see. Okay, so project 1, which I just pushed, is now available here. So when you want to start working on your project, you come to this, I will share this link. So you come to this link, you click on project1.md. The .md file is where you will see like everything I've written. So the first one is setting up a static website using Nginx. I have put in some notes, some code explanations and some other stuff into this. So please don't just copy and paste codes to do this project. Also read what has been written. So a brief explanation on Nginx, Route 53, setbots, basically everything that will be used for the project. I listed out the project tags, concept covered, and then I created a checklist. This helps you so you know you've done like everything you need to do. You just check it off one by one. So you come here, you look at the first, by domain name for domain register, you do that. And then next, spin up an Ubuntu server and assign an elastic IP to it. You do that. Everything has been documented as simply and easily as possible. I broke it down to the barest minimum, so even someone with no knowledge in tech at all, just by reading and following instructions, can carry out project 1 to 5 easily. Well, okay, project 1 to 3 might be super easy. 4 and 5 might give you a bit of a hassle, but still, if you read and follow instructions, you can carry all of them out. So the 5 projects, I try to simplify it as much as possible. Since this is a beginner class, then as from 6 to 10 might get a bit tough, but 1 to 5, I'm hoping shouldn't be a problem for anyone. And then you just read this to create an Ubuntu server. You follow the instructions, locate and click on EC2 within the AWS Management Console. You go to your Management Console, you click on this. Basically, just follow everything the way it's like written here. I did it step by step. If you follow the exact steps I have laid out here, you would have no problem. I even added some GIFs to show things that you might not understand if I use only pictures. Okay, so basically that's it. You're creating your own directory, should I call it folder, whichever. That is what you're going to be submitting to us as your assignment. So the way I documented this here, it doesn't have to be this detailed on your end, but basically just explain what you did with screenshots and text. And then the main thing, the important thing is to show the last step. That's to show that yes, your website was served, and then you moved from not secure, you did your certbot, and then you secured it, and your website was secure and good to go. That's the main thing you need to show. Every other thing, it's better if you like do it the way I did, or at least try to do it the way I did. This also helps you as a DevOps engineer. You're gonna have to be documenting a lot of stuff along your journey. So learning proper documentation is also important. But if you don't want to like waste your time doing all that, you can simplify it. If you want, you can leave some things out, but the main things should be there. We need to know that yes, you did this and it was working, because I may not be able to check everything in a day, and I don't want people to leave their resources running for more than a day to leave your EC2 running. That's another thing. Immediately you're done with your task, you should try to submit your assignment immediately. So I can just quickly check it, and then I'll contact you to terminate the EC2 instance you used. Okay, so basically that's it. So all you need is really this link to just come here, check for the projects every new week, and then that's it. Okay, bye guys.